We're here at the front gate with Mary. Mary, tell us how you became involved with the Cascadia Skillshare Fair.
Well, the first year, which I think was 4 years ago for me, I was helping my sweetie vend food. And then ever since then, the first year I was helping Alicia with presenter scheduling, like collecting info from presenters, and just kind of like admin. I'm like sort of an organized computer person, so I've filled in where needed with that kind of like organizational spirit. For the past 2 years, I've been doing the website and the online sales. I have the credit card swipey. I printed out and brought the list, and I combined like the volunteers, performers, presenters, customers, whatever. So I fill in where it needed, and I'm doing the gate this year and last year mostly. Yeah.
Cool. Those are some crucial jobs you're doing.
Yeah. I also, so like the core team is sort of Bill Sterling does site, logistics, electricity, generators. His buddy Rob does like stage and sound. And sort of together they do the beer garden too. Our beer gets donated generously this year by Stone's Throw, years past Boundary Bay. So yeah, we operate on a lot of volunteer work and donations. The kitchen food, my sweetie runs the kitchen, Naomi, and she got tons of donations of bread from Raven Bread and cheese from, I think it's Three Sisters. So it all comes together, and this event, while like everybody has a quality time here, and everyone's always like, there should be way more people here, and it slowly builds over the years, but regardless of how many people come, like, we put in so much time and love into this event because, like, the connections that are shared here are, like, you just leave with, like, oh, right. And you're yeah.
That's what I've said. Every person here is awesome.
The energy is just so good. Everyone's so knowledgeable. Like, there's so many old-timers that, like, have been there, done that, and they're, like, happy to share their experience, and it's fabulous. And then, like, the younger people have so much energy to, like, learn everything, and, like, so it's wonderful. Like, yeah, everybody just comes, like, with these, like, smiles and joy to, like, share. And I'm, like, a big project doer. Like, I love doing, like, all kinds of things. I'm a hands-on, construction-y type of person. So I love to learn, and I also love to, like, people are always like, you're amazing with all the projects you do. I'm like, you can do it too.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can? And I'm like, yeah. And I point, and they're like, okay. So, like, for people to leave empowered, being like, oh, I could do that. Like, you hear people here, like, looking at a rocket stove, and they're like, that's what a rocket stove is.
Right.
Like, I could do that, and it's useful to do a number of things.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I drive a veggie van, and in years past, it runs on used veg oil from restaurants.
Wow.
So in past years, I just, like, slapped some signs on it. I'm usually, since I'm like an organizer, I'm usually like occupied doing whatever that I don't like teach.
Yeah.
But I try to get to a few workshops over the course of the weekend.
Is there something that you can't miss this year?
That's a good question. I haven't really digested the schedule, but basically all of Skeeter or Michael Pilarski's stuff I wanted to go to. Hi! Have a good time! So I went to his polyculture thing, and I wanted to go to his agroforestry thing, but I'm here today, but I think he's doing it again tomorrow. And he's also at a table at a booth, so I can just go have conversation.
Sweet.
And I did just go have some conversation with him. And
Sweet.
if you look at his table, he's got, like, bags of dried plants, like medicinal herbs, and tinctures of, like, everything. And he has this thing that's like, how many of these can you name? I'm like, wow, there's a lot here I've never heard of, you know?
Yeah.
And I've, like, been reading about this stuff for a little bit, and I've started growing some medicinal stuff, but
so much
anyway,
more to
so
learn.
we're passionate about this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, where we like to have an overlap of stuff that's kind of like tools and technology, stuff that's like food, gardening, like sustenance, and then health stuff that's like things that you can like grow and harvest yourself. It's like to put on a bee sting or whatever, things that like household or like folk medicine is like useful for, you know.
Plantain, which is everywhere.
Yeah. You know, I learned that from a relative in Ireland. I got stung by nettle for my first time along the creek of my grandfather's farm, where our family is still living there.
Yeah.
And I got stung by nettle, and she yanked a leaf and chewed it up a bit and stuck it. And I remember that from when I was 11 years old. And then I'm from the East Coast and there's not really nettle there, but now I come out here and it's like, oh, the dock
Plenty
leaf
of
and the
opportunity.
nettle, just like in the homeland.
Yeah. I was walking around the garden the other day and a bee just came up and went, bah, 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 bah. It bit me like several times on the cheek and went to the plantain and like totally fixed it in 10 minutes.
The solutions are there.
Yeah. Well, I think this environment is really making it one of the best fairs I've ever been to. As you said, people are here to learn, but also teach. And it's that mixture of learning and teaching where everybody is just so open to sharing the knowledge that they have and being curious and asking questions, to making it a highly conductive learning environment instead of just going somewhere and being one-sided, the information going one way. This is a really cultivated environment.
And yeah, the classes are small enough where like there's interaction and discussion, and the presenters are always like, what do you want to hear about? Or like, why, what are you working on that you're interested in this? And then since there's choices of what classes to go to, whoever's at your class is there because they really want to be there, So even if, there's like a class of 5, they're extremely engaged and then getting like a tailored experience. Yeah.
How exciting.
And a guy just came by. Do you see the guy with the rope? He works in...
Drew?
Yeah. He uses these like ends and he puts together these gorgeous, and he's like, this thing can hold like 40,000 pounds. And his face is all lit up. He's like so excited to share. And I'm like, this is incredible. Like this looks like totally, this is amazing.
I did.
And he's so happy to share, like everybody here is making their own stuff and they're doing it because he has access to this material and this makes sense and he enjoys doing it, and hey, it's really useful and
the excitement is something you just can't replicate without having the passion behind what people are excited about. It's not somebody just up there talking about the same thing that they've talked about. Like everything everybody's teaching here is stuff that they love. And that really drives a lot.
And we're all each other's neighbors too, right?
Yeah. Well,
so connections are made and friendships are made to like connect in the future and do it more, finish a project that was started, and we have a lot of repeat presenters, which I think is good. People that enjoy coming year after year, and
Well, I know last year I didn't make it because of the rain, but from here on out, the rain won't stop me. Yeah, is there re-entry?
The password is butterfly.
Butterfly.
Well, Mary, thank you so much for doing what you do. I know you had your hands full with the website, but you made it work. Good job.
Yeah, the infection was not on my side. That was on the server side, but it was exciting.
Yeah.
I work at Western in the computer science department, and I'm really close with like my boss, and I was like, why is there porn on our website? I was like, go there and look at it. And he was like, oh, jeez. And he was like tinkering around. That was like the only flash I saw of it.
Yeah.
But it was only when you clicked the Google link.
Huh. How strange.
It was only through the Google search. And that's why I thought I was like, there's no, because I wasn't seeing
like
it.
a redirect got snuck in or something?
Yeah, through Google only.
Wow.
So you click the link, Facebook, fine. You type it in fresh, fine.
Bizarre.
Like I have it bookmarked, so I go through my bookmarks and it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow, how tricky. How tricky.
David Donahue, he freelances as Myriad Network Services.
I met him. Yeah.
So his business is he runs networks and servers and stuff. And he's so aggravated because he's like, I've never been hacked before, and I don't know what the hell this is. So he's been working hard on trying to figure it out or whatever. So he just killed basically the Google thing. So the website is like up and working right now. But anyway.
Good.
There's always something. But we roll on. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yeah, it was exciting. Well, again, thank you for what you do, and I'm going to be looking forward to coming back year after year.
Yeah, fabulous.